Whether you want to call it a mistake or a lesson, the reality is there are a lot of things that we do that are preventing us from being successful in our career. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Hayles and this is Hayles Consulting, a business dedicated to helping you gain confidence in your career. Now, everyone has career goals or things they want to achieve during their career, but the reality is there are things that you need to avoid or at least try to avoid during your career. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through 6 career mistakes to avoid during your career journey. Before we even get started with this video, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Also follow Hayles Consulting on Instagram for more career tips. First mistake that you absolutely need to avoid during your career is not making a career game plan. So when you're making this career plan, ask yourself these 3 questions. First, where do you see yourself in that career after that first year, or the 3rd year, or the 5th year? Really create an idea of where you'd like to be in that position. Do you want to be promoted? Do you want to get a raise? What is it that you want after that 1st year, the 3rd year, and the 5th year? Second question is, how long do you plan to stay in that role? If you don't know how long you want to stay in the role, then you're just going to be there forever, possibly not even progressing. So really ask yourself, how long do you plan to be in that position? Because the reality is that you probably won't be there forever. So be very candid with yourself about that and set those real expectations. And the last question you want to answer in that game plan is, what is your ideal time frame for a raise or a promotion? And when I say ideal time frame, I'm saying how long do you think you should be in the position before you expect a raise or anticipate a promotion. So make sure that every single time you start a new position, you're creating a career game plan to ensure that you are benefiting from that position as much as they're getting from you. The second career mistake that you must avoid is not setting expectations with your manager. On your first day of work, your manager has a laundry list of things that they want out of you and things they expect from you, but sometimes we neglect to let them know what we need from them. Basically, letting them know what our expectations are from the relationship. Some of those expectations you can set with your manager is that you like to receive feedback immediately, or that you're a parent and you may not be able to answer phone calls or emails after a certain time. Set those expectations and let them know not only what it is that you want from them, but what they should expect from you. And when you set those expectations, set them early. Very, very early. Because what happens is, you don't want to be on your 5th conversation or halfway through the year and be like, oh yeah, by the way, I want to let you know that I like to see feedback immediately. That's not going to benefit you. So literally, the day that you meet them, or maybe, within the first 2 weeks of knowing them, let them know. Set those expectations and set them early. So the third mistake to avoid during your career is being overly apologetic. Now, there is nothing wrong with being apologetic and apologizing when necessary, but there is a such thing as being too apologetic or apologizing too much or saying sorry a lot. If what you did inconvenienced somebody significantly, then say sorry. So for instance, if you were very late to a meeting, 20 minutes late, 30 minutes late, that's a huge inconvenience for the person you're supposed to be meeting. Say sorry because you inconvenienced them. But if you made a very minor error or a spelling error in an email, there's no need for you to beat yourself up and say sorry a million times. That doesn't necessarily inconvenience anyone. It was just a lesson to make sure you read your email the next time. So just say thank you so much for pointing this out, correct the email, and keep it moving. So the 4th mistake that you need to avoid during your career is not asking for help or not delegating tasks. We are not experts in everything. And if you are, kudos to you. You must be, I don't even know. And we also cannot do everything. We want to, but we can't. And that's why in order to reach your career goals or achieve your career goals, you have to learn how to ask for help and how to delegate tasks. It's a huge mistake that I see people do all the time, and I don't think people realize how detrimental that can be to your career progression. If you're not an expert in something, ask somebody who is. Ask them for help. And if you are having a really hard time juggling a bunch of tasks, delegate those tasks. See if there's somebody that can do it as well and give that to them, because that's going to help you. If you do not learn how to ask for help, you are delaying your path to success. So really focus on when you need help, ask for it. And when you have a lot of tasks that you're trying to juggle at one time, delegate them. The fifth career mistake to avoid is copying someone else's career path. We've all had a moment in our careers where we've seen someone achieve the same exact career goal that we've set for ourselves. I'm here to let you know that that is not going to benefit you, because the reality of the situation is that that person's career path is for them. There's a lot of elements and decisions that went into what they did because it worked best for them. A lot of times we see people's career success and we're like, okay, let me just copy their path. But you don't have an inside look into what exactly it is that they did. And again, there are so many elements to a person's success that go unknown or they have no control over. So when you're trying to copy it word for word or step for step, it's probably not going to work for you because it's not your path, it's theirs. So instead of copying their career path entirely, be inspired by it. Actually talk to that individual and say to them, what helped you be successful? Or what are some of the mistakes that you made that you think I could learn from too? Be strategic about it. Please do not copy other people's career paths, because this is such a huge mistake that I see a lot of people do, and it doesn't benefit them. Because again, it's not your career path, it's theirs. So the sixth and last career mistake that a lot of people make is not speaking about your accomplishments or ideas. Listen, I know that self-promotion can be incredibly uncomfortable. I get it. I totally get it. But you have to learn how to do it because self-promotion is one of the habits of highly successful people. They understand their worth, therefore they bring their worth to the table. And this is so important when you're trying to pursue and progress in your career. You can't wait for other people to talk about how great you are. You have to be willing to do that on your own. You can't wait for your manager to bring up the project that you just worked on in a meeting. You got to bring that project to the meeting and let other people know that you worked on it. Here's what you contributed and here's why it was successful. If you're constantly waiting on people to promote you, you might be sitting there for a long time. And even if you have a really great team or manager or an environment that you're in where you're constantly being promoted, it doesn't matter. Like, you still want to practice that skill of self-promotion because you may move on to another team where people aren't so nice and don't want to promote you. So make sure you learn how to do it yourself. Promoting yourself can lead to incredible rewards, like things you can't even imagine or fathom, right? You promoting yourself can lead to an actual promotion. I know, crazy. Also, you promoting your accomplishments or your ideas in a meeting, someone in that meeting could be incredibly impressed by what you've achieved and offer you a new job opportunity. Like, there are so many things that can come from self-promotion. So promote yourself because you are worthy of every career goal that you want to achieve. But when you learn how to really just put yourself out there and tell people about how great you are, yes, it's uncomfortable, but it's really what's going to help you progress in your career, and it's what's going to allow you to be successful during your career. Every single one of these mistakes on this list are things that I have done, and I've learned from them. And I'm a shining example that if you overcome them, you can be incredibly successful. I'm sharing these with you because I want to make sure that you avoid these mistakes too. Because I want to see you succeed, and I want to see you achieve all the career goals that you set for yourself. As a career coach, I would be so happy to help you come up with a career plan for success. So go ahead and email me at info@haylesconsulting.com if you're interested in setting up a career consultation. You can also book a career consultation down in the description box below. As always, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for supporting me and this community and my dream of helping people become more confident in their careers. If you have any career mistakes that you've made and learned from, comment down below because we all want to learn from you as well. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your family, your friends, your man, your girl, whoever, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!